So we're going to be doing a mock test in Morden. You've driven mainly in Mitcham, but now that we've got a test in Morden, obviously we need to practice the area. So, I understand it's your first time in the area, so there's going to be a little bit of leniency, but assume you're going ahead at all times unless I tell you otherwise. The test it's about 10 past 11. It will last about 30 to 35 minutes, where we'll be doing one maneuver as well. Yeah, any questions?
No.
Okay, so when you're ready, please move off. Just following the road ahead at all times unless I tell you otherwise. The test centre is on the right.
Right. I suppose to like for barber shop, innit?
Yeah, it's on top of the barber shop.
Yeah.
Just after the bus, we're going to turn left, please. Turning left. It's a beautiful day today, isn't it?
It's a nice weather.
I would like you to find somewhere safe to pull up on the left for me, please. And then move off when it's safe to do so, please. So why didn't you stop? How many cars generally?
No, it's two in it.
Two cars, and you were the third car.
Yeah.
Where are we now? Position-wise, where are we?
Like here.
So can a pedestrian go past us?
No.
No. So you've gone past the white line.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that would be a foul.
For it.
All you had to do is just wait behind the white line rather than here. So back in row. Lasted 10 minutes. At the traffic lights, turning left, please. So the main difference in the exam is they won't tell you if you failed until the very last minute. One of the reasons why I tell you, one, it's hard for people to remember where they failed, so that it's in your mind, and it's a reference point for the video as well, so that you can go back and think, okay, why did I fail on this point, and then have a look back at it.
That's what I was doing the whole time.
Yeah,
That's what you told me.
yeah, that's the whole thing. Roundabout, turning right, please. Third exit. remember, it's not end of the world if you do that. Just remember as you did,
Change.
and then change
Yeah.
rather than panicking. If you can pull up on the left somewhere safe for me, please. Yeah, so just coming out of roll a little bit, just to tell you, you will end up moving in second gear if you don't remember. So every time you come to a junction, remember, have I changed gears? And it's what I keep saying in a lot of my lessons and videos. Are you doing your MSPSL? When you were
Yeah.
coming up to that roundabout and I said to you, turn right, did you think of your MSPSL? So that's where the problem is, isn't it? So that's why we give you that, so that you remember that when I'm coming up to a junction, I've got to check my mirrors. And then what do we do after that?
Mirror signal.
Yeah, and then?
Position.
And then?
Speed. Look.
What does speed equal?
Okay.
Yeah, so if you do that every single time, you'll avoid that mistake.
Yeah.
If you do end up making that mistake, and the moment you realize it, change it to first, even on that roundabout, on the bend, because you want to keep the car under control. Because what will happen if you stall your car?
If you disrupt others, then you get a major.
You
get a
can,
fail.
yeah, of course, there's a major, but forgetting all of that, it's dangerous, isn't it? You don't want to be
Yeah.
stalling on a turn, on a junction. You'll be affecting other road users and putting yourself at danger. So that's the key here, yeah. So back in roll again. So
Wait, so over there, I recovered well. I swear that's the same one.
yeah, it is. They go round and then they come back. You did recover, to the point of where I wouldn't have failed you because it worked okay. But it was just on the teeth. You can imagine you were really skimming the side.
Yeah.
Yeah, so better is to prevent the fault from happening at all. So when you're ready, let's move off. At the end of the road, I would like you to turn left for me, please. So well done for actually stopping there,
Yeah, I know.
which is good. I would like you to take the next available road on your left for me, please.
This one.
This one. And then if you can pull up on the left for me, just onto the next bay.
Yeah.
Yeah, after the yellow line, next bay. Okay, so I would like you to do me a parallel parking, please. So you're going to pull up next to the car in front of you, and then I would like you to park within 2 car lengths of that space with your wheels straight, okay? Ready when you are.
So I forget about the driveway.
You don't need to worry about the driver.
Hey.
continue to go forward. Because remember, you want to leave enough room for moving up. So, in your words, how do you think that went?
Kept going forward.
Why?
When I was bringing up high enough.
So the car was rolling forward, and what was the reason?
I was bringing the clutch high up enough.
Yeah, so you wasn't on the biting point.
Yeah.
And then to actually solve that problem, you were slamming the brakes as such, so it was a little bit uncomfortable.
Yeah.
So you've got to be careful on that. And more observation. While you were coming in, you were very focused on just trying to getting it in, and you'll see in the video that you're not doing much of that. You did it initially, and then you sort of, it was just like obsolete, and then you did one or two. So on a hill, if they make you do it, you would have got yourself a couple of minors for forward, because obviously that wasn't good clutch control, and observation wise could be a bit better. Admittedly, there was no one around, so obviously they won't, give you that much of a mark. But remember, for your own safety, you want to make sure you're looking around you when other road users see a learner parking or anybody parking. All they care about is overtaking you. And when you're swinging, who has priority?
Them.
So make sure, in the event of, later on in life, if you were to ever do, hit a vehicle or anything like that, in this situation, it will be your fault.
Yeah.
Okay, so back in roll. Let's move on.
Did I get major for that?
No, as I said, these were not majors. That's why I just thought I'd mention it. But it could be better. It wasn't like absolutely perfect. End of the road, if you can turn right for me, please. Another thing that's just come to my mind is when you have these videos as well, and you've got, everyone looking at you, it adds an extra dimension of pressure.
But I think it's good.
It's good, yeah.
On the driving test, I'll be feeling nervous as well.
Yeah, and if you can drive with the world looking at you, then you can drive with the examiner, watching you, and you'll get used to it. And this is what it's all about. So don't think of pass or fail, because if you fail with me, it's no big deal. It's the real thing, and this is why we're doing this. Can you see the sign for Central London?
Yeah.
That's where you're for home.
So left here.
Yeah.
Not to come that one.
Yeah, good, well done. I've done a video on that where some people do end up trying to go into the bus lane.
What's in this? St. Nick's?
Sorry?
The Nicholas Centre, isn't it?
Yeah,
down there.
Centre, yeah.
You know, I used to go Overton Grange. It's like near Harris Sutton.
Oh, down here.
Yeah, I used to come here every day.
allowed 15
Miners.
minors, yes. Just follow the road round to the left.
This way.
Do you want to go to a car park?
Oh, left.
No,
left.
no. Do you want to go to
Oh,
a car
no.
park?
No,
So why
full.
did you want to go to the left lane then? So make sure you're reading the road marking.
Yeah. No, because you said follow the road to the left.
Yeah, but that was round the bend.
Yeah, okay.
And then you follow the road marking.
Was it good I didn't stop for the traffic lights?
Sorry?
Was it good that I didn't stop for those traffic lights?
Yeah, that's fine. Because you had already crossed and committed. So amber lights, if you've committed and you've crossed the line, you need to see it through. Then I would like you to look at the signboard and follow the sign for Rose Hill, please. Can we use the bus lane?
Yeah.
So remember, if there's a lane you can use it.
Use it, yeah. Oh, it's only if it's the left lane, right?
Yeah.
So, like,
Yeah, but most likely you're going to be on the left, aren't
lane,
you?
yeah.
So you're following the sign for Central London, please.
Where's the signs? I'll go past them.
Yeah, so it's third exit ahead.
Signs should be on.
You'll see on the floor, see London.
I'm in the right lane.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. So it's that exit there.
You'll see third. Count your exits. Remember, Rose Hill roundabout's traffic light controlled. So
Okay,
very
that's good,
rarely
yeah.
are you going to be on the inner lane of Rose Hill. That's only I would use it for doing U-turns. But most of the time you want to come off, isn't it?
Yeah.
So it's either the
Outside.
left or the middle lane that you're going to be using.
Yeah. They even have up in shops.
Hmm?
They even have up in shops. Just
what just happened there on that
I think I
roundabout?
went onto that lane, innit?
Yeah, that's very dangerous. When you are following any kind of road marking, stay within the lane.
Because I thought the lane was for that
Yeah,
one
but
there.
remember this: it really doesn't matter if you go
Yeah,
in
if
the
I
wrong.
go wrong, yeah.
What matters is whether you go into somebody else's lane. Where you were lucky is there was no one there. And make sure you follow the road marking.
That was Hamilton's, isn't it?
At the traffic lights, I would like you to turn left for me, please.
It was too early.
It wasn't too early, it's okay. At the roundabout, I would like you to turn left, please.
Wait, this road is 30. It's not
No,
30.
it's not. It was a 20 sign.
Oh,
That's telling you the road you're going to. It's a 30.
oh, that one. Okay.
Yeah. End of the road, I would like you to turn right, please.
Hey.
Can we turn right
Oh,
there?
no, we can't.
So good. It's all about you noticing that, looking at the road marking. Because a lot of people do fail there.
Yeah.
They don't look at the road marking.
That video I watched this morning came through here.
Came through here.
Yeah.
There you are. So there's my videos, others' videos, and all these. There's so many stuff out there to help, learners with their test. To the degree that I would say
They can pass, yeah.
there's a lot of overwhelming information, and you've got to pick through that. But overall, everyone's going to tell you the right things.
And I'll be so pissed if I
what,
fail.
what did it just flash there for?
What speed?
Yeah, what was your speed?
24.
25. A lot on a 20.
Of course, 30.
Why
It's
would you
20,
think
it's 20, it's 20.
the 30 is left going towards the Rose Hill roundabout?
Oh.
If you do a right, it's all 20 on the right.
Which, did you get a ticket?
Who, me?
Yeah.
No, it wasn't.
Oh,
It wasn't
a speeding camera.
It wasn't a speeding camera, but it's one of those signs that makes you aware. So what you need to take out from it is sometime, as I said, you might get a blips of where you've gone slightly over and